Hello, class 11th student. Today I am going to start part A, Introductory Macroeconomics. Its first chapter topic is Introduction, and this is part 1. When you are studying the subject economics in class 11th, so there are two. There the subject economics is divided into two part. Part A, that is statistic for economics. Okay, that is statistic for economics. And the second part b is introductory macroeconomics. So in this way, part a you are going to learn about statistic for economics, in which I had completed 4 chapters. Today I am going to start introductory macroeconomics, and I am going to start the chapter first. Okay, now this is the first unit of your book, Introductory Microeconomics. Okay, here what we are going to learn, the syllabus of the first unit is meaning of micro and macroeconomics, what is an economy, central problem of economy, what, how, and for whom to produce. So this is your first chapter also, and this is your first unit. Okay, so what is the name of your first chapter? The first chapter name is Introduction, and this is your first unit. Okay, so what are the learning objective of this chapter? Yani, what is the content of this chapter? So evaluation of economics, meaning of economics, economy, meaning of and definition of economics, meaning of scarcity, economic problem, central problem of economy, other problems, fuller utilization. Okay, and this is not in the syllabus, sorry, this is not in the syllabus. Okay, one thing, when you open your book, so you find opportunity cost, marginal opportunity cost, and production possibility curve, but these two are not in your topic. Okay, so remember, just this much you are going to learn in this year. Okay, now, so let me start our first chapter. The first topic is what? Introduction. Evaluation of economics. So the term economics is derived from the two Greek words. First is oikos and the second one is nemin. Okay, so it is derived from two Greek words. First is oikos and second is nemin. Oikos means what? Household, and nemis means management. So in this way, economics means household management. The term economics, this term economics was first used by Dr. Marshall in 1890 in his book Principle of Economics. So if question is asked, the name of the first person who used the word economics, so that person is Marshall, that economist is Marshall. Okay, now who is known as the father of economics? So Adam Smith is known as a father of modern economics. He had written the book in 1776, Nature and Causes in the Wealth of the Nation. Okay, so what is the name of the book? Name of the book is The Wealth of Nations. Okay, what is the name of the book? Wealth 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 of nations. And when he has written this book, he has written this book in 1776. Okay, and because of that, Adam Smith is known as a father of economics. Okay, so what 3 things you come to know here? First, the term economics is derived from two Greek word, oikos, which means household. Second term is nemin, which means management. So what is its wording language? So in the evaluation, its meaning is economics means household management. Okay, the term economics first used by Marshall in which year? 1890, in his book Principle of Economics. Okay, and this is most important question, who is known as a father of economics? So Adam Smith. When he has written his book, he has written his book in 1706. And what is the name of the book? Wealth of Nations. So this is the worldwide famous books that is written by Adam Smith. Because of that, he is known as a father of economics. Okay, student. Now, meaning of an economy. What do you mean by economy? So before understanding the term economics, we are required to understand the meaning of economy. Okay, so economy is what this first line explain its meaning, so that you are going to write in your copy. What is the meaning of economy? A system which provide people the meaning to work and earn a living. Okay, whatever the source, from that you get your earning, your living. Okay, that is considered as a system. Okay, that is considered as a economy. Like if you talk about people, how they are getting money in, and money, to some people are engaged in agricultural activities, some people are engaged in service sector, some people are engaged in manufacturing sector. So in this way, all these in form system. Okay, so in all these in when all these are included together, so that is known as a economy. Okay, so this, the first line is the meaning of economy. What is the meaning of economy? It is a system which provide people the mean to work and earn a living. Okay, so in this way, what is the term economy? Explain all organization like factories, shop, office, business enterprises, transportation, etc., who involved in undertaking three economic activity. What are the three economic activity? Production, consumption, and capital formation. Okay, so if you want to explain in more details, so what do you mean by economy? Economy include all organization that is related to three basic economic activity. What are the three basic economic activities? So these basic economic activities are production, consumption, and capital formation. Okay, so collectivity that are known as a economy. Okay, this is one more definition that you can learn. It is a framework within which economy activity of production, consumption, and capital formation are undertaken. So this one you can learn, or this one you can learn. Okay, now economy includes all the production unit in a definite area which provide people with the mean to work and earn a living. Existence of economy depend upon two facts. First, human wants for the goods and services, and secondly, availability of production resources to produce those goods and services. So I think you are able to understand what is the meaning of economy. Economy means it is going to explain how the people are getting their job, how they are earning the money, what are the sources for earning the money. People are engaged in agriculture and allied activities, yeah, people are more involved in manufacturing area, yeah, people are engaged in service sector. So collectively, yani all these collectively is known as a economy. Economy tells us ki how people are getting their livelihood, how they are getting money, okay, to survive. Now next is, what is the meaning and definition of economics? Okay, so this is the meaning of economics, and actually it includes in itself all the things. And when I had explained the first chapter of statistic introduction, already I had explained all these things in detail. So if you are not able to uh, I want to say that ki you watch both the video. Okay, first chapter of statistic and first chapter of microeconomics, so there will be no confusion. If you are having still any confusion or any problem, so you can ask in WhatsApp group. Okay, student, so let me start. What is the meaning of economy? So it is a social science of human behavior which aims at allocation of scarce resources in such a way that consumer can maximize their satisfaction, producer can maximize their profit, and society can maximize social welfare. So what you come to know about the economics? First thing that you come to know about the economics is that it is a social science. It is not a science like chemistry, physics. No, it is not a perfect science like a physics and chemistry. Okay, it is what? It is a social science. Why it is social science? Because it studies human behavior. What is it studies? It studies human behavior, so that is why it is social science. Okay, what is its aim? Why we are studying economics? So we are studying economics so that we can use it's aim at allocation means making the use of anything in a proper manner. So this is what the meaning of allocation means using anything in a proper manner. So first of all, it is a social science. Why it is a social science? Because it study human behavior. Okay, it is not a tangible thing. Okay, you are hungry, but you cannot measure your hungerness, or you are thirsty, so you cannot you cannot see these feeling and these behavior. Okay, so it is a study of human behavior. That is why it is social science. What is its aim? Why we are studying economics? So its aim is to allocation of scarce resources. What do you mean by scarce resources? So we are going to learn it in further slide. But scarce resources means when demand is greater than supply of anything. So this condition is known as a scarce resources. Okay, student. So why we are studying economics? So that we are able to use scarce resources in such a way that consumer can maximize satisfaction. Okay, consumer means what? We, any person who is going to use anything, okay, purchase and going to use anything, that is known as a consumer. Okay, so consumer is going to get maximum satisfaction. Producer, the person who is doing the work of production. Okay, so his profit. Why any person is doing the production? For what? Getting the profit. So producer is going to maximize profit, and society is able to maximize social welfare. Social welfare means what? Social welfare means कि everyone is able to get so much money that they are able to fulfill the basic requirement of their life. Okay, so this condition, if all the people are able to fulfill their basic requirement, so this is considered as a maximum social welfare. Okay, so this is the meaning of economics. Now in one line, what is economics? So economics is about making choice in presence of scarcity. So in just one line you can write this meaning is economics is about making choice in presence of scarcity. Okay, now what is, so here is given the definition of Robinson. Economics is the science which studies human behavior as a relation between and scarce means which have alternative uses. Okay, economics is an analysis which studies behavior of individual and of society as a whole. So this is the definition of Robinson, and this is first one meaning, and this is the second one meaning. Okay, that you have to learn. Now what do you mean by scarcity? Okay, already when we want to understand the subject economics, so what the first term you come to in your mind is scarce resources. It is related to what? It is related to making choice in the presence of scarcity. So scarcity everywhere you find scare means. Okay, so what is this? So here we are going to discuss it in detail. Scarcity of resources is that condition in which demand of resources is greater than supply of resources. Whenever we find this situation, this is known as a scarcity of resources. Okay, and what do you mean by resources? The resources can be natural. Natural means sunlight, water, land. These are what? These are natural. These are gift from nature. Okay, that we are going to get free of cost. Now human resources means we are talking about physical and mental efforts of the labor. So it is talking about the skilled labor. Okay, now man-made resources, yani we are going to talk about raw material and fixed assets. Raw material like we by cultivation we prepare jute, we prepare sugar cane. So these are used by manufacturing industry to produce jute, to produce sugar cane. Okay, so this is your man-made resources. Now fixed assets means what? Fixed assets means equipment, machinery, etc. Okay, so in this way resources in itself include three things: natural, human and man-made resources. Okay, now resources are also referred to as a factor input and नॉन फैक्टर इनपुट. तो इसको एक और सेंस में यूज़ किया जाता है. रिसोर्सेज का मतलब क्या होता है? फैक्टर इनपुट एंड नॉन फैक्टर इनपुट. नाउ फैक्टर इनपुट का मतलब क्या होता है? फैक्टर इनपुट का मतलब होता है लेबर. ओके, लैंड, लैंड, लेबर, कैपिटल एंड एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप. एंड नॉन फैक्टर इनपुट का मतलब रॉ मटेरियल्स. ओके. Now, so simply, what do you mean by scarcity? Scarcity is a situation when demand of resource is greater than supply of resource. Okay, so whenever this condition you face, this is known as a scarcity of resources. Like suppose there are 36, but still this is the availability of seat of commerce in a school. There are 30 seats are available, but there are 60 applicants. So what is the condition? This is the condition: applicants are more in compared to supply, in compared to okay, one thing I have to correct it. Okay, suppose there are, what is the supply of, see, there are 60 applicants, so this is going to represent demand of seat, and there are availability of 30 seats, it represents supply. So what is greater? Here it is greater. So this is the condition of scarcity of resources. 60 स्टूडेंट हैं जो कॉमर्स की सीट पर आना चाहते हैं, कॉमर्स में एडमिशन लेना चाहते हैं, लेकिन कितनी सीटें अवेलेबल है स्कूल में? ओनली 30. यानी कि इस वजह से 30 ही हैं जो एडमिशन ले सकते हैं. तो दिस इज द कंडीशन ऑफ scarcity of resources. Okay, suppose take one more example. Okay, suppose there are 5 buyer and they want to purchase 25 kg mango. Okay, but there only 20 kg mango is available. So this is the condition: supply is of 20 kg and demand is of 25 kg. Okay, so here what we find is scarcity of resources. Okay, so this is the problem that is not faced by developing or underdeveloping country, but this is the problem that is faced by affluent economy like USA and Western Europe. Why they faces? Because wants are unlimited in compared to available resources. Okay, now so in very simple language, what do you mean by scarcity? So scarcity means demand of X is greater than supply of X. Okay, so this is the condition of scarcity of resources. Okay, like suppose there are 3 conditions. There are demand of 10x and supply is also 10x. Okay, so there is the condition of equilibrium. Okay, now suppose demand is of 20x and supply is of 10x. Okay, so here we get this condition. So this is known as a scarcity of resources. Okay, now what do you mean by economic problem? So economic problem is बिकॉज ऑफ स्केयरसिटी ऑफ रिसोर्सेज, क्योंकि जो सप्लाई है वो डिमांड के अकॉर्डिंग नहीं होती. जैसे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी आप ले लो, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की जितनी डिमांड हमारी कंट्री में है उतनी उसकी सप्लाई नहीं है. ठीक है, जिसकी वजह से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी क्या बन जाता है? एक स्केयर रिसोर्सेज बन जाता है. ठीक है, तो सेम वे यू कैन टेक अनदर एग्जाम्पल. इफ़ यू टॉक अबाउट द गुड हॉस्पिटल फैसिलिटी, तो देर आर फ्यू हॉस्पिटल्स दैट गोइंग टू प्रोवाइड यू गुड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, गुड फैसिलिटी. ओके, इफ़ यू टॉक अबाउट द स्कूल्स, तो there are only few school that is going to give you good education with proper infrastructure, proper facility. Okay, but its demand is too high. So the result is what? Result is scarcity of resources, and because of this scarcity of resources we faces the problem of economic problem. Actually this term economic problem we are facing from our early age and from morning to till night, but we don't know about it. Okay, like suppose your father has given you 10 rupees and told go and bring a toothpaste. When you go to shopkeeper, so you ask he give me a paste that is of worth 10 rupees. So there are many option available like Dabur Lal paste, Colgate, Clojab, okay, Pepsodent. So here is you have to make the selection. All the toothpaste are doing the same work, they are cleaning your teeth, but you have to make the selection. Same way, if Suppose someone had come in your family, he or she had given you 100 rupees. Okay, now you can do anything that is worth of 100 rupees. So you can purchase any copy, any book, or you can purchase some stationery item, you can purchase anything eatable thing that's price is worth 100 rupees, or you can recharge your phone, you can purchase any accessories. Now you have to make the choice, because you cannot do all the things with 100 rupees. You can do any one thing with 100 rupees. Okay, so this is what, this is economic problem. Okay, so let me understand it. So what is the meaning of economic problem? The scarcity of resources related to human wants give rise to struggle of human beings for sustenance. So this is the meaning of economic problem. Economic problem basically a problem of making choice. So this is the meaning of economic problem. Problem of making choice is called economic problem. Here is given one example that is very good example. Suppose you are having 10 rupees. So what you can do with the 10 rupees? You can buy a copy, a pen, a chocolate, a pencil. Okay, you can eat tikki, you can eat batasa, you can eat Maggie, you can purchase Maggie, biscuit, toffee, chocolate, anything that is worth of 10 rupee. Okay, your wants are unlimited, you want to do many things, you want to purchase many things. Okay, but your means are limited, you cannot do all the things, you cannot purchase all the things together with the 10 rupee note, you can only fulfill any one of them. Okay, so as your want differ in urgency, and also your 10 rupee note can buy anything you want to, you face a problem of making a choice to how should you spend 10 rupee in such a way that you can buy the maximum, okay, सेटिस्फैक्शन. हियर इज़ वॉट कि 10 रुपीज़ से आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो, कॉपी ले सकते हो, एक पेन ले सकते हो, चॉकलेट ले सकते हो, लेकिन पेंसिल ले सकते हो, लेकिन ये सारी चीज़ें आप 10 रुपीज़ से नहीं ले सकते हो, आप कोई एक चीज़ ले सकते हो. तो जब आप अपनी चॉइस को रिवील करते हो ना, तो वॉट यू आर डूइंग, यू आर फेसिंग द इकोनॉमिक प्रॉब्लम. यू हैव टू मेक द सिलेक्शन. तो this thing is known as this phenomena is known as a economic problem. Okay, now let me understand it in more detailed way. So here you can see in this chart, human wants are what? Human wants are unlimited. Okay, and resources, these are limited. Unlimited का मतलब क्या होता है कि when we fulfill one want, another want come and take place at it. Like suppose you want to when you are younger, you want to purchase a bicycle. When you grown up, you want to purchase a scooty. When you are getting a job, so you have desire to buy a car. So this is what wants are unlimited. Okay, recurring in nature, यानी एक want complete होता है तो दूसरा want आ जाता है उसे रिप्लेस करने के लिए. ओके, और रिसोर्सेज क्या हैं? दीज आर लिमिटेड, यानी किसी की भी सैलरी ऐसी नहीं है कि यू आर हैविंग अ अकाउंट, वॉट एवर मनी यू वांट टू एक्सपेंड यू कैन एक्सपेंड. नो वन इज हैविंग सच टाइप ऑफ अकाउंट. ओके, एवरी वन, इफ यू टॉक अबाउट मुकेश अंबानी या यू टॉक अबाउट अ टीचर और योर गार्जियन, एवरी वन हैविंग अ फिक्स्ड सैलरी. ओके, सो इन दिस वे रिसोर्सेज आर लिमिटेड. Now next, human wants are differ in urgency or intensity. It's mean that कि human wants are not equally important. Suppose you want to do many things. You want to go outside. You want to go. You want to purchase many things. But suppose you are having 100 rupees only. So what is the priority of your this time? If you are not having sanitizer, you are not having mask, so your priority will be what? Your priority will be mask, your priority will be sanitizer. Why? Because if you want to go outside, this is the basic necessity that you have to keep with yourself. Okay, if you want to go outside. So in this way, all things are not equally important, they are differ in urgency. Now what are the second feature of resources are means can be put to alternative uses. तो can be put to alternative uses, यानी कि जो हम किसी एक चीज़ को कई तरीके से यूज़ कर सकते हैं. या means when a thing is having multiple use, like electricity. With the electricity you can run your TV, you can run your refrigerator, you can run your fan, you can run your bulb, you can do anything. So you have to decide. Okay, you have to decide कि you want to study first, so you have to you are going to switch off your TV. Okay, so you have to decide which one you want to give priority. Suppose there are too much shutdown, there are too much electricity power cut, okay, and inverter is not having that much backup, so you have to decide कि you want to run uh, TV or you want to study, okay. So this is it can be put to alternative uses, जब हम किसी चीज़ को कई तरीके से यूज़ कर सकते हैं. Like you can take one more example, you can take the example of milk you can drink, you can make any beverage, cold coffee, tea, okay, you can make you can use it to make a curd, you can use it in making cheese, so there are many uses. So such this is known as a can be put to alternative uses, okay. So in this way resources here is given, thus it is a basically a problem of scarcity of resources one hand, and also the resources can be put alternative uses to other hand. Therefore an individual have to make a choice as which want should be satisfied with the limited resources in order to get maximum satisfaction. So this is the reason, because of these four feature, okay, every people have to decide कि which want he or she want to fulfill first, okay, so that he or she can get maximum satisfaction, okay student. Now what are the reason for facing economic problem, yeah, what are the reason for facing this economic problem. So suppose when you are in class 10th, so there is what problem, you are going to study simple math, yeah, you are going to study standard math, okay. Now when you had passed out from 10th, so there are again a problem, you are going to select commerce, you are going to select art stream, yeah, you are going to select sciences stream, you are going to take biology, you are going to take math. So in this way every day every phase you are facing the problem of making choice. So this is known as an economic problem. And why we are facing it? So there are basically four reasons. So first reason is given here, scarcity of resources. Already we know what is the scarcity of resources. When demand of X good is greater than supply of X good, so this is known as a scarcity of resources. What we had learned, our wants are unlimited, okay, and on the other hand resources are limited. So this is the region, because of that we are facing the problem of economic resources, okay. Now next is unlimited human want. So first thing we had learned that ki our resources are less in compared to its demand, so that is known as a scarcity of resources. Like take the example of land is available in a fixed amount on this earth, but there the use of land is frequently increasing. People want to hold land for constructing building, for hospital, for park, for restaurant, for other things. बट लैंड क्या है, वो तो लिमिटेड है, वो फिक्स अमाउंट में अवेलेबल, उसे हम घटा बढ़ा नहीं सकते. बट हमारे डे बाय डे हमारी जो विशेज़ हैं, जो वांट है, वो डे बाय डे क्या कर रही हैं, इंक्रीज़ कर रही हैं. तो हम क्या फेस कर रहे हैं, इकोनॉमिक प्रॉब्लम फेस कर रहे हैं, और जिसकी रीज़न में क्या है कि द प्राइस ऑफ लैंड इज़ इंक्रीजिंग डे बाय डे. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट थिंग वी हैड लर्न कि आवर ह्यूमन वांट्स आर अनलिमिटेड. ओके, रिसोर्सेज लिमिटेड हैं. अगर हम अपने वांट को भी लिमिटेड कर देना तो इकोनॉमिक प्रॉब्लम कम हो जाएंगी या हम नहीं फेस करेंगे. ओके, लाइक यू कैन टेक द एग्जांपल ऑफ साधु संत. ओके, दे आर नॉट हैविंग एनी वांट, सो दे कैन सर्वाइव. They don't require anything. But if you talk about the normal people, we are having lot of wants and we want to fulfill. But how we are going to fulfill? With the help of the money, and income of each and every family is limited. So in this way we are restricted. Okay, so we have to fulfill our wants with the limited income. If you talk about any economy or a country, so when we are talking about the country, so resources means land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. Okay, so these are limited for a country, and with these limited resources a country want to become a developed country. So this is why the country have to face the problem of economic problem. Okay, so human wants are recurring in nature. Okay, it's mean what कि when as one want is satisfied, another new want would take place, and it implies everlasting existing demand and ever growing new demands. So some of our wants are basic, like wants for food, clothing, shelter, while some of our wants grow with our income, like want for comforts and luxury. Resources can be put to alternative uses. Already I had told you Means have alternative uses. Choose to be made between different uses. Alternative use of resources to the number of the uses which a resources can be put, and implies that available resources can be only for one purpose at a time. When we opt one want, we have to forego other. For example, when you decide to purchase a pen or a chocolate, so you have to forget other thing. Okay, so this is what alternative uses. आप उस 10 रुपीज़ से कुछ भी ले सकते हो जिसकी प्राइस 10 रुपये है, लेकिन आप एक ही चीज़ परचेज कर सकते हो. यू कैन नॉट परचेज ऑल द थिंग टुगेदर. यानी यू कैन नॉट परचेज 10 रुपी चॉकलेट, 10 रुपी पेन, 10 रुपी कॉपी. नो, यू आर नॉट हैविंग 30 रुपीज़, यू आर हैविंग ओनली 10 रुपी नोट, वन 10 रुपी नोट. तो यू कैन ओनली परचेज any one thing. Okay, so this is what resources can be put to alternative uses. Okay, next is want differ in intensity. Already I had told you कि all wants are not equally important. Suppose you are going to school and you are having 10 rupees, you are not having any pen. So that time what is important? To having pen. Suppose you are going outside, so what is important for you? Suppose you are having 100 rupees and you are not having sanitizer and mask. So that time sanitizer and wants to buy these things, it is very important. Okay, suppose you are going to attend a party or marriage ceremony. If you are not having a party wear dress, so your want is what? Your urgency is what? To purchase a party wear dress. So urgency of want is different, it depends upon the situation. Okay, thank you for today.